All right. So welcome to the next session of Freelance Friday. And yes, Saurabh, today the image is clear. Apparently, my laptop camera surface was a little bit not very clear. I think yesterday's webinar it was a little bit dull. Today, I really took some time to clean my laptop camera surface. So I think that is why it's very clear today. All right, I should have realized this yesterday, right? But anyway, getting to the point, how many of you attended yesterday's session on the email marketing masterclass, right? And today what we are going to talk about is how are we going to provide this particular email marketing as a service for our clients as a freelancer or as an agency. So how many of you here have provided some service to your client as an agency before? How much have you earned? Like what has been the project value? If you have done something before, uh, okay, Shivan is saying 30K INR. For 30K INR, what service did you provide? Newsletter writing and management. Great, right? So what I'm going to do is that let's go ahead and have a look at what does a typical client need. It again falls into the CATT funnel. So a typical client, what they need is that if you look at a marketing funnel, right? What people need is content, attention, trust, transaction. So this is the funnel. And when it comes to content, what are the different types of content that can be created? You can create lead magnets, email follow-up sequences. You can create blog posts, and you can create video posts, social media posts, and all this stuff. How are we going to drive attention to this particular thing? You can drive attention to it using Facebook ads. You can drive attention using Google ads. So what I would do is that I would ideally put email follow-up sequences in the trust factor, because many digital marketing agencies out there, what do? They create a website, they create a landing page, and they go ahead and have like a fancy website. But do you think a fancy website is going to help people convert clients? If you are approaching a client and you are building a nice website for them, do you think a nice website is enough for them to go ahead and have conversions? Definitely no, right? Why? Because people who come to this website, they are just getting visibility to that particular brand, and this particular visibility is good for driving brand awareness, and brand awareness alone does not convert it into sales, because before it converts into sales, you have to go ahead and create trust with them, right? So what you need to do is that you need to go ahead and create a lead magnet for them, which comes under content. But after you create a lead magnet, you need to go ahead and create something which is like a follow-up sequence, which builds trust over time. Like, for example, we took this project by Success Gyan, and we told the founder of Success Gyan, Mr. Suren, that you are generating a lot of leads on a daily basis, but are these leads being nurtured enough? They said, obviously, not so much, because they would run a campaign, get a lot of leads, and from that leads, they would go ahead and try to promote a product like a 99 rupee workshop or a 1,000 rupee workshop. From there, they will upsell something for like 10,000 rupees. From there, they will upsell something for like 1 lakh rupees. But this is a small percentage of the people who come into the funnel. A larger percentage of the people are there in the email list, but they are not being nurtured. So we told them that, hey, let's go ahead and build a landing page. So this is what we built for one of our clients, Success Gyan. And we basically built an ebook, which is called The Ultimate Guide to Becoming a World-Class Trainer or Coach. And for people to download this ebook, they need to enter their name, email ID, and phone number. And once they enter the name, email ID, phone number, they will have a follow-up sequence of around 45 emails, which is sent once in every 2 days for a period of 90 days, which means that for 3 months, the email list is engaged and being nurtured. You guys, how many of you have been receiving emails from me? How long? Like, how long have you been receiving emails from me? 1 year, 2 years? So Sarthak is saying since 2020. Shivan is saying for more than 1 year. Ravi Shankar is saying more than 3 years. Deepti Jain, more than. So pretty much everybody here has been receiving emails from me for more than 1 year, right? Which means that a constant nurturing has been going on for you guys. And that is why you have built so much trust with me. True or not? Correct? So when clients say that, hey, I want to generate leads. Okay, I will build a lead magnet for you. I will start running ads for you. I will generate leads for you. But after that, the client is going to come and tell you that, hey, my leads are not really converting, right? And that is the point where you have to tell the client that, hey, the leads are not converting because you are not nurturing the leads and you are not building trust with the leads enough. That is when the client will understand that, yes, this is something that is going to be more like a long-term effect, that if I keep nurturing the leads over a period of time, then people are going to trust me more, which will lead to increase in conversion ratio, right? So then you can look at this entire funnel where you are providing services at different stages of the funnel. If you want to provide transaction services, then you can do copywriting, right? Then you can do maybe like webinar sales pitch. Either you develop the webinar sales pitch deck for them and train their salespeople to do webinar sales, or you go ahead and do it for them for a commission basis, or you can go ahead and do something like one-on-one sales, right? One-to-one sales. You can do one-to-one sales and you can do remote closing for them, where you have remote salespeople closing for them. And that would be something where you are offering it as a service and you can charge as much as 15% for closing deals for your client. So when you look at the entire industry, there are a lot of content marketing freelancers and content marketing agencies who will do blog posts for SEO. They will do social media posts. They will do video posts. And some of the agencies will go ahead and build lead magnets for your client, right? So this is where you can offer services on the content section. You know that there are a lot of agencies who offer Facebook ads and Google ads as a service, right? They will usually charge 10 to 15% of the ad spend of the client. Then they will charge it as a fee there. And then you have, people who will go ahead and build trust, which is what we did. And when I look at the entire market, there are not many people offering trust and transaction services. Most people are offering content and attention services, and content and attention alone is not going to be very useful, especially when it comes to revenue generation. Yes, you can show the client that, hey, this blog post got this many views, this social media post got this many likes, the videos that we posted got this many views, all that you can tell. You can also show that, hey, we generated this many clicks on Facebook ads, this many clicks on Google ads, all that we have done. You can do that. But these are only going to be vanity metrics, right? Vanity metrics meaning that it will be like, the video got like 10,000 views. How does it matter? The client has to have something which is tangible. So then you have trust and transaction is where you get into the real game, where you will get long-term clients. Clients will keep coming back to you when you build trust and transaction services for them. And this is where you will be able to retain the client for a long term. And here you can also create community, right? You can create community and engage the community. You can do live webinars for nurturing the community, right? So these are the trust building services, and a lot of companies do not offer email follow-up sequences as a service. And if you offer that as a service to your client, then you can probably have a good chance to convert that client into a particular service for your freelancing business, right? And how do you even identify people who might be mentally open for you creating an email follow-up sequence for them. So you have to go ahead and sign up with their company's website. Maybe they have a free trial or something like that. Maybe they have a lead magnet, and you go ahead and sign up for it and observe what are the follow-up messages that are coming from them. And if you feel like these people are not nurturing properly, then you reach out to them with a small Loom video and tell them that, hey, this is the email inbox from which I have been receiving emails for this particular product that I signed up for. And I have only got like, some 3 emails over a period of 3 days, or I got only one email like a welcome, but then I have not got anything else. Don't you think that we can build something like this for you? And you can also go and monitor their competition. And if their competition has better email marketing, then they are much more likely to get better email marketing. So how many of you think that this makes sense? Let me know in the chat box. Right? Shivan is saying this is awesome. So Shivan, would you like to come online? So anybody who wants to come online and discuss this with me, want to ask me some questions, raise your hand. I will put you as a panelist and we can have a short conversation about it. All right, I will put Shivan online. You can turn on your video and audio. Shivan, you need to unmute.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
So, yeah, first of all, I'm coming to the Digital Freelancer Summit. Thank you for that.
Awesome.
Also, so you said that a lot of people are in the content and attention area, not in the trust and transaction. So I was wondering, where does email courses lie? Is it between? I guess it's between trust and transaction, because it's kind of like follow-up series. But in the last email, there is a buying link too.
I would say that it is somewhere between content and trust, because the first content that you provide, right? If you build a landing page, we build a back copy for the landing page saying that, hey, this is a 30-day email course. Maybe the first email that you send can come under the content, but as soon as they opt in fact, just the landing page will come under content, because content alone is not going to generate leads. Then you have to drive traffic to that landing page using Facebook ads and Google ads. And after you do that, the trust factor is where it will come, because it will warm up the leads, and later, still in a lot of organizations, the organization has to do the transaction, whether they do webinar sales, whether they do phone sales or one-to-one meeting sales. It's just that the leads are going to be much more receptive to the conversion once the trust has been built and you have warmed up. So I would say that it would completely come under trust only.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So what a lot of people do is that they have something like a video sales letter where you go ahead and drive traffic to the VSL. People opt in to watch the VSL, and immediately after the video, there will be a call booking link. Nowadays, everybody is selling high ticket. So there is a call booking link below the video, but only around 5 to 10% of the people who opt in will book the call immediately. And that is the same ratio that we are seeing for Alpha Club's VSL as well. And we have started running VSL ads for Alpha Club directly. So what you can do is that there, if you have a follow-up email sequence, in every follow-up email sequence, you will be able to put a link to the Calendly link where they can go ahead and book a call. And then in the follow-up sequence, you can put some customer testimonials, you can put some case studies. So I will show you like a small example for that. And this is something that I consulted and told these guys that, hey, you should be doing better email follow-up sequence, but we have not got them as a client yet. So this guy has this website called thebrothing.com, and he is a dating coach, and he helps people get dates, and people who don't want to do like arranged marriages, or it's especially targeted at men. So here he has this homepage. So homepage is not where he drives traffic to. It is just like a page where he has a lot of information. And this is the page that he drives traffic to using paid advertising and using organic traffic as well. And here, if you click on watch for free, then you enter your name, email address, and phone number. Click on watch now. Okay, this is something new. All right.
This is also something you mentioned yesterday, that instead of promoting your product, promote your content.
Yeah. So here the content itself is the 45-minute video training that he has. And after the 45-minute video training, if you click on apply, it goes to a Calendly link where a sales call can be booked with a salesperson directly. So this is the funnel that most of the people are following. But once you opt in, you can try out how he has built the funnel. He has a follow-up sequence, and only like less than 10% of the people will actually book a call immediately, either because they do not find a time which is convenient for them immediately, they are not ready for it, or they have not completed watching this video. So you need to have a follow-up email sequence where in every email, there is a link to the Calendly call booking link and also to this landing page if they have not watched the video. Got it? Clear?
That's amazing. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I will put somebody else online. Who else wants to come online? Just raise your hand. You need to have a clear video and audio. If you are not going to turn on your video, I'm not going to put you as a panelist. So Saurabh, I'm putting you as a panelist. All right. Anybody else wants to ask a question? Please raise your hand. I'll go with Saurabh. Saurabh, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Yeah. Fine. Now, coming to this DD related activities, I started enjoying your webinars and emails and everything right from 2019 or 2018 end, that time. And like that, we get so many mails from so many such people. But then I found that your mail carries some meaning. And slowly that feeling was so serious that I started seeing every mail. Practically every day I see your mail. I never miss any of your mail.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Glad to hear
Now, coming to this drip marketing, when I came across, instead of going through email, I thought of doing the same activities through WhatsApp. I'm involved into consultancy services to MSME, engineering consultancy. So what I did, I created a group, MSME based and next practices. Best practices, everybody, what is required is next practices. And I had a data bank of only the owners of the MSME companies. No in between employees. And then every day I was putting one good message which will be useful to them, and it will give value to the extent of 10x to 20x for that particular aspect which I mentioned in that message. Now I continued for about 8 to 9 months. And in the process, what happened, out of these 220 members, I could get business from 6 parties, 6 manufacturers. And each of my tickets used to cost anywhere between 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees. So that's what I could easily manage just by that. But somehow after that, I don't know what was the reason, but I could not continue this. And now again, you won't believe, yesterday night only, I thought of creating my own email list, which I already started making in Gmail and started that it will be under the heading MSME growth tip. So tomorrow there will be first tip. Today I just sent one introductory letter to
Okay.
them.
Okay. Cool. So I
This
think
time it will
you can do it via
combine
WhatsApp
all
also.
over India. Sorry?
You can do it via WhatsApp also, but I prefer email because email can do long form content. In WhatsApp, it's
No,
very
that's why now I have gone for email.
okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Very good. Which
As
city are
such, my age is 72 years, and perhaps I am the oldest guy in your
but you are
business,
like
and
the
you are
youngest
my
guy with your
youngest.
energy. Hmm. I hope by 72 I will also have your kind of energy, sir.
Sir, it is my pleasure to offer my particular insight on health. I have given program in IIM Ahmedabad regarding health and wellness. I
Okay.
tell you my attributes. At the age of 72, I don't need spectacles. I can read everything without spectacles. Whole summer I manage without fan, without AC. Winter, no woolen. When I went to Europe, I did not carry woolen clothes. Sleep only
Okay.
6 hours.
Wow. That is so
Never get
inspiring.
tired.
So
So
inspiring.
always welcome anytime you want the guideline. I will give you personally, one-to-one basis.
Done. I will send you an email and we will get connected.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Rohit Srivastava. I will put you online. It's never too late to get started with your freelancing and digital marketing, right? All right, Rohit, it's fine. If your camera is not working, audio should be fine. All right, you declined to be promoted as a panelist. All right, so that's the overall idea, guys. When you are looking at this entire funnel, right? You are going to offer trust building as a service. I hope you guys have signed up for the email marketing intensive course. Everybody here signed up for it, I think. Just type yes in the chat box if you have signed up for it, or no if you have not signed up for it. So August 3rd, I am starting this cohort-based course, which is an 8-week live course, which I am going to teach personally with live classes. And this particular email marketing course is going to be one time. I will never do a live cohort of it again, because in the future, we will create it into an email marketing mastery course, and we will only give recorded ones. So if you have not signed up for it, I will share the link with you. It's only 5,000 plus GST, 4,999 plus GST, very affordable. And you will end up learning very in-depth email marketing secrets, inside that cohort-based program. So any other questions you guys have about offering email marketing as a service to your clients, let me know in the chat box. And I really appreciate you guys for coming online, because Freelance Friday is something that I will do every Friday without fail. I did have a break of 2 weeks because of health reasons previously, but now we are on it again. So I would like to see the consistency, you guys showing up for the Freelance Friday, and that will also keep me motivated to go ahead and keep doing these sessions. All right, so any other questions, guys? Let me know in the chat box. Thank you, Shivan. I'm in recovery and doing well. So usually what we charge, Bhavik, is around 5,000 rupees for every email. And it includes setup cost and everything along with it, the technical setup and everything. So we basically go ahead and create something like 10 emails, which will cost 50,000 rupees. Rohit is asking, how do we get a personality like you? I don't know what you are meaning. Can we earn big by providing trust and transaction service as a freelancer? For the right clients, yes. If there is a client who does not even get a proper traffic to their website and all that is not there, then probably you cannot. But if they're already getting traffic, if they're already getting leads at the top of the funnel, and if you want to go ahead and build trust building services for them, then you can offer that. So Kajol, I will upload Freelance Friday episode 4. Not to worry. Hey Jayant, what's up?
Hello, all good? I was
Yes.
excited about the topic, so I joined in.
Yes. So I was basically explaining that freelancing and agency services basically fall into the CATT funnel. So content may you have social media posts, blog posts, video posts, lead magnets, attention may you offer these services, but most of the freelancers and agencies only offer these two services.
Yeah.
We all have offered for Success Gyan, Your Story, email follow-up sequences is something that we have built, which is under the trust part, and then you have the transaction part. So this is how agency services can be categorized.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
ideally, what happens is, especially, when we are talking about a little bit high ticket, ultimately people want a lot of appointments to them. Whenever somebody is selling something that is above 50,000 rupees and all, they do a lot of one-on-one closing. And what this does mean that they need multiple traffic sources. One traffic source being running Facebook ads, YouTube ads, but they cost money, right? But what does not cost money is like their own email list. And a lot of people in the entire country, I would say, I have not seen anyone leverage their email list as much as we have done, and we have done for our clients. And if you do it the right way, it opens up another traffic source for your clients. And then if they get appointments, you can charge per appointment just because you wrote the email. At one point, we were charging $50 per appointment for one of the clients, and we generated like some $2,000-3,000 that month. So yeah.
Awesome. So guys, if you have any questions, ask Jayant. He is very good at cold email outreach and sales, closing clients for freelancing and agency. And Jayant, I will hand it over to you.
Yes.
Back around for a while.
Yeah.
I have something to take care of, so I'll be logging out right now. So
Absolutely.
yes.
Awesome. Cool. What if we are going to approach for the very first time for email marketing service? What do you mean by that, Deepti? What do you mean by going to approach for the very first time? Do you mean they don't have any email list, or they do have an email list and they don't know how to do it? Or you don't have experience? Which one of these three scenarios do you think you fit in there? Third one. Okay, if you don't have an experience, then well, it's writing in newsletters, right? Ideally, I would build my own email list and show that as proof of work, and then basically go ahead and pitch that to our clients. One of my guys did this. Wait, let me find out this guy's name. Yeah. So this is one of our clients who created, he created his own email list, and it was a small email list of like 4,000. And then he would like use this screenshots to build this like kind of a case study document where he showed what sort of results he gave to his clients, and then basically approached others. You can obviously, if you're a good writer, you can straight up reach people saying that, hey, I can write your emails and I'll do it for free, and in return you pay me only if you got more appointments from emails, because using UTM and everything you can track if they got some appointments from emails, or let's say they got more webinar attendee from the email, then you can charge per webinar attendee to begin with. Let's say they got like 100 more webinar attendee in a particular day, you charge 100 rupees per webinar attendee, which is like Facebook charges up to 500. So you can easily charge like 10,000 for that particular day itself. Do it for a month, you make 40-50,000. So that's pretty cool. So that these are like a lot of ideas. Be creative around it. Like, yeah, no, that helps. Hello gents, I love your sales letter. Thanks a lot, Rohit. That's amazing. For an apparel brand, how can you nurture their audience? Their target audience is youngsters. I have a lot of clients who just do it for apparel brands and they make good money. So in case of e-commerce, it doesn't just become like a nurture email. You can also do a lot of sales, and typically in any e-commerce store, you can bring in about 20% of the revenue just with retention marketing. And one of my clients, he does this. His name is Rishabh Dev. He closed a client for $3,500 plus commission on per conversion for an apparel audience itself. So there you don't do like a lot of nurturing. You kind of share tips and then basically launch an offer. Pretty much in every email, they will 100% land in promotions because they are promotional mostly, but they get a lot of sales. What's the pricing rate card offering email marketing? We don't prefer rate cards anywhere. Who cares about rate cards nowadays? That's like 10-year-old concept. Who I mean, any client who asks for a rate card, we don't even take them as clients. You can like the value of email is much more than that. If somebody is charging, let's say 10 lakhs for their products, and you really put like a standard rate for them and compare that with somebody who's charging just 500 rupees for their emails, right? So there is no such thing called as a rate card. It's like, what is a customer worth to you, and how much would you pay me to get that customer interested in your product or services, and charge them for that particular interest. How can we analyze competitors' email marketing strength? That's an interesting question. We basically subscribe to their email list and figure out which one works the best and which one is lacking, and use them in our campaigns. How do you use ChatGPT for the same? I personally don't. I use ChatGPT for research. For writing, I'm using my own brain nowadays. It works. It's more efficient than a GPT thing. Yeah, Rishabh is killing it. So Rishabh is one of my best customers. By best customers is like by best customer, I mean like he is so efficient. Every time I get on a one-on-one call, it doesn't go beyond like 15 minutes. And I tell them, okay, Rishabh, these are the 5 things that you do, and it finishes those 5 things without skipping anything. It's like amazing that way. How to approach web design clients? This is an email marketing class, bro. It's probably not the right webinar to ask these questions. How to approach big agencies like Rank Z, Growth Hackers, Web Chutney, blah 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 blah. Okay, what's stopping you from reaching out? Just send a mail. They're saying for e-commerce, we should not just building, So with e-commerce, because the product size is very low, right? People don't think a lot about something before buying, unless it's like a very high ticket e-commerce. There are saris. When I was getting married, I know my wife wore a sari worth like some 15,000 rupees, and she wore these lehengas, each worth like some 40,000. I mean, like when it was like that level of thing, we were like really thinking, ki ye wala acha hoga, nahi hoga. So that way we needed some level of nurturing mostly. But when it is like a smaller ticket size, you don't need like a very good nurturing channel, but you need to be a very good copywriter to enable sales. And by sales, especially with e-commerce, just email marketing won't work. So email marketing plus WhatsApp marketing combinedly, phenomenal results. You can get up to like 25% MRR just with these 2 channels. Very good. Is email marketing effective to sell edtech product to school students and parents? Yeah, why not? I mean, I've never tested it personally, but yeah, one of my friends does it. He runs Facebook ad. He also gets a lot of bookings from emails, but I have never calculated an exact ROI. If they hang out on email, they will 100% respond. And how? Bhai, isme to dimag lagao thoda sa. I have to test a bunch of things. Maybe launch like a free email course for parenting. I don't know. Look at like what problems you are solving and create like a lead magnet around it. Tell them that it is only going to be valid in emails, and then keep nurturing. Okay. What mistakes have you done during email marketing for people who join your sales newsletter? I won't say any mistakes done. It's pretty cool because it's all valid and lead cost was low, retention is high, average open rate is about 30%. I think we are doing fairly well with that. I think the only mistake that I've done in that particular that sales newsletter thing, I have not sold a lot of things. I have never pitched anything in that newsletter. So I should have added like a sales link somewhere, but the intention of that newsletter was never to sell. The intention was always to like get some feedback about the chapters, because I'm going to write that in a book format and publish it. What niche needs email course? Pretty much any niche you can create an email course. We have an email yoga course running in Alpha Club. We have an email fitness course. We have an email parenting course one guy is launching. We need to test that thing. So without doing anything, maybe create like 7-part sequence and launch some ads on it. You might get like very good results there. How many years of experience do you have until now? Rohit, do you want to learn my years of experience, or do you want to learn the amount of money that I've generated? Which one would like, which one would you like prefer the most? Okay, years of experience, I have 3 years. Amount of money that I've generated, it will cross about 15 crores so far, like overall. So I normally never ask this question because I know a guy who started 6 months back and right now he's making about 10 lakhs a month. So it's much better than like looking at years of experience as a thing. And years of experience are like the most basic kind of question that you can ask somebody. Yeah. We talk about WhatsApp plus email. I mean, an overview if you could. I mean, what's there to learn? Email marketing ke liye we use Klaviyo, WhatsApp ke liye we use Wati. These are the 2 tools that we use. Pretty much the same thing. You have an email list. Similarly, you will have a bunch of numbers and names, and you use these tools to promote your newsletters, your your offers. It works. How to approach clients with multi-level marketing period? What do you mean by that? Can you add some light into that, Ravi? While designing emails for a career coach, should we need to consult continuously with him to design properly? It won't be designing as much as writing, because we don't design a lot of our emails. So if I send you an email, it's like the most basic thing that you would have ever seen, like white background, black text, orange link. That's all that I pretty much add in my emails. So it's not about designing. It's more about like the content that you write, and that's what matters the most. Yeah. How to start email marketing professional working people who is interested in pursue online MBA. If I'm doing DM for education institution to provide online MBA, what first mail and how to rest this email in sequence? So bro, I'll need a lot more than this information, right? So where did this list come from? Did you generate ads? And if you did ads, what sort of lead magnets did you generate? Or was it a direct pitch? If it was a direct pitch, did they get response from your clients? There are like 100 different barriers here. So I would not be able to strategize anything looking at that message. In general, what we do is like, if the people are in our email list, we position a consulting with them, and that we make it free of cost, and basically say that, hey, you want to pursue MBA, don't know which colleges to choose, then we have a expert counselors who can help you with the same, and book a call with us, something like that message. But again, I don't know anything about the target audience, where you are getting people, how do you, all those things I don't know. So probably my answer may not be correct and exactly relevant to you, but I hope this angle helps. Yeah. Klaviyo and Wati for WhatsApp. There are other tools as well. AI Sensi is one more, but Wati is like very robust. I'll show you. This is the tool for WhatsApp business. But WhatsApp, the problem is you can't do a lot of nurturing. That's the biggest problem with WhatsApp. That if you send too many emails, your number might get blocked. And what happens is you need to be very, very careful with the kind of emails you send, and not very frequent, because let me open up. In my WhatsApp alone, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 promotional emails that I got in the last 6 hours. I blocked them completely, like archive. everybody. I mean, Ajay, don't ask me what about Interact tool. I didn't try every single tool out there. What is pretty good, that's what I normally recommend. But again, it's the most expensive. Try out a bunch of tool, whichever works. In emails, how does a spam filter work? There are a lot of factors involved. I think Deepak tells about this in his email marketing cohort that he's launching. It depends on the email server that you are sending. What is the reputation of that server, because if you are using ActiveCampaign, they have multiple server locations which send the emails. If you are in a group of servers which do not have a very good reputation, the email can go to spam. That's like the technical details, right? You should have SPF, DKIM, DMARC records straight. That should be done. Email should be warmed up. Those are the things that are technically it should be done. But technicalities doesn't mean that you will land on spam. It also depends on your behavior as a user. So let's say there are certain users who mark similar messages as spam. Then in that case, even our messages will go to your spam. That also works. Third thing that comes into picture, the words that you use. Gmail has like trigger word sort of thing. I mean, it's not never released publicly, but if you put words like free, discount, or like get rich quick, something like that, medical, and all sorts of things, it automatically go to spam. So these are some of the filters. There are like 100 other things. I think Deepak has designed very nicely that email marketing spam filter thing. And there are some tools which can help you check whether your spam score of the email is good or bad. If the client doesn't have an email list, how could we approach him to provide email marketing service? We don't approach such clients. Why approach such clients? They won't even know like the benefit of the list that they have. So we only approach people who have an email list, and people who get tired that, hey, you know what, I'm running Facebook ad, not getting any results. Then they would be like, they would be more likely to say they want to invest in email marketing. But pretty much everyone who run ads usually have a email marketing channel, because without that they can't send promotional emails, no. So anybody who runs ads should definitely have like a email marketing funnel as well. But as long as that is there, then you can pitch them like newsletter writing services. Oh yeah. I hate doing that. I restrict myself to one email a day, and at most one email per week. And that too is permission. I do not send like multiple emails in a day unless there is a benefit for you. And that's something that I always recommend. And I don't like force feeding things like 5 emails a day. By like I'll go mad. I myself unsubscribe to a lot of those newsletters. Right? Are we getting email marketing e-commerce module as well? No, it will be more like nurturing side of things, and you will get idea about how to write e-commerce emails, because e-commerce emails are more design heavy, which will not focus, and they are more likely to go into spam, and they don't regularly follow a certain pattern. So you have to be a good copywriter and a good graphic designer while designing e-commerce emails. So we'll teach you the email copywriting part, but the designing part is a entirely different ball game, which we don't cover normally. How to find coaches who are on email list? Bro, watch my previous Freelance Friday things. It's not like I'll give you like the entire framework here, but I think I have shared like a lot of ideas into how to find people's email addresses who have, and people who have email lists usually run ads. So just find if they are running ads, reach out to them, tell them I can help you generate more traffic, more webinar attendees, or more e-commerce or more appointments to your funnels. So these are some things that you can do here. Yeah, cool. Anything else? Any other questions for us? I'll tell you one story here. Who is up for a story? Put story in the chat box. Awesome. How to help in webinar content like they themselves have to present it? Yeah, we don't care about webinar content. We make sure that the person attends the webinar. That's the promise that we make. I mean, if they suck at selling, that's not our problem, right? That's their problem. Yeah. Cool. So what happened is like, we recently landed a client. I'm getting on a call with them on Monday. So everything is done. So it's a $1,000 plus GST client. And we sold email marketing services. And I'll tell you how the conversation went. So when I discussed with them, they said that none of the other traffic sources work. It was like first time in my life I saw somebody say that Google Ads didn't work for them, right? Because Google Ads are usually like very good, right? Because the intent audience comes, and they said that somehow LinkedIn Ads is working and they're doing their thing. But when they did emails, they were like, we're only getting like 1% response rate, and out of that, out of those 1%, hardly some 10 people are 10% people are like willing to get on a call with us. So email marketing is somehow not working for us. But if we don't do email marketing, we are burning so much money on ads, we don't know if we'll sustain this way. I'm like, oh, that's a big pain point. So we had a very good interaction, and obviously they were skeptic, email marketing kam karega, nahi karega. The way we closed it is like, hey, you say 1% response rate, right? So if in a month 1% ke hisab se how many, whatever number you get in terms of appointment, if I beat that, if I get you more appointments than that, then would you be willing to invest in us? Like, yes. Then we showed our dashboard, like, hey, this is what we do. And they got bonkers, like, oh, this is pretty good, right? So the way we closed this client was like, if we get you more than 1% appointment booking rate, both through cold emailing and bulk emailing, like this warm emailing tools, would this help? They said, hi, it will work, because they are getting 1%. If we get them to 5%, they are solid, right? And in return, I said, if I go beyond 1%, if I hit 1%, so then it's cool. You are like delegated the task to us. We are like your marketing arm. We are experts at this, so it's cool. So if we go beyond 1%, like let's say up to 5%, instead of giving us like a bonus, give us like 2 months extension. So the client gets an incentive to stay with us for longer. Because with agency, a big problem is clients just go away. If they extend the contract, you can keep working with this client, keep giving them more results, and the client becomes like a lifelong friend. And the beautiful part about agency, this sort of agency, is that you hardly need like 10 clients. If one client pays you like, let's say 50,000, not even $1,000, right? 10 clients, you are sorted. That's more than one people in America. So yeah, this is like kind of the overall idea. And that is exactly why we launched this email marketing course. Like this is what exactly what we are serving as in our agency. This is what you teach, learn. So that way we kind of aligned. To be honest, we never did e-commerce email marketing, because that's like too pushy and like it doesn't go with our ethics, because our ethics is around trust building. So we cover more of that. So yeah. Clear? Did the story help, guys? Let me know. Sell closed. Yeah. Give them an offer that they can't refuse. And you know how I stood out? Every other email marketing, I mean, there were no other email marketing company. There's literally no email marketing company in the country right now. There might be cold email marketing companies, but I hardly see somebody who specializes and does the thing like at the level that we do. And when they talk to those people, they were like, oh, we don't take your guarantees. If you don't get results, we don't care. We give them very good guarantee, like, bro, if you don't get at least 1% response rate, then we'll refund you the entire thing, which we know we can easily get them 1%, because we do more than that ourselves. So it's pretty cool. So and with the in terms of bonus, we didn't even charge them extra. Like, you just continue the membership, that's all. Like, so this sort of offers definitely work, an offer that nobody can't refuse. Avik Jain, I'm not interested in email marketing for e-commerce. Can you tell more niches like the one I mentioned above? I don't have an idea. All right, so that's like a weird thing. All right, so we talk about email marketing for a little bit of a higher ticket size and intangible products. By intangible products, where you can't see and feel the product, right? In that case, you need a lot of trust building. Even to sell like a 500 rupees thing, you need to build like a lot of trust. In such cases, your emails have to be like very specifically designed to sell. So you cannot just sell in the first line, right? And again, I can't give you an idea because I'll show you. Our SOP in this, our company alone. And this is like the basic SOP that we do. And the trust building thing entirely alone becomes like, some 50 pages long. So there are like so many things to learn here. and you cannot just sell everyone at like one go. You have to like take them sequentially. One email you talk about yourself, second email you address a specific problem, third email you can like highlight another problem, give them another bonus, fourth email you talk about you again, write a story, fifth email. So there is like a sequence of emails that you need to design, and this has to be very strategic as opposed to like just bombarding people, right? So in terms of niches, there are coaches, there are consultants that you can help. You can help agency owners with cold email marketing, not warm email marketing for agency owners. You can help SaaS companies. I have worked with SaaS companies. With Astra, I did that. It was pretty cool working with them. So yeah, these are a few niches that you can work with. Can we provide automated email coaching as a service? What is automated email copywriting? Yeah, Bhavik, absolutely. Go for it. I didn't get Shivam. Can you like put it in one line? How many of you joined our email copywriting cohort, by the way, so far? Put me in the chat. Oh wow, Vavik joined, Deepthi joined. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. From August 3 we'll start. So it'll be a lot of fun where we'll primarily focus on this sequence, and it's not just one sequence. We have sequences, you name it, whatever sequence you want. There is a welcome sequence, there is a webinar invite sequence, there is reminder emails, day of the event emails, starting now reminder, post webinar sequence. And if you don't have a product, what sort of sequence you should send, and how to write newsletter. So many things are there in this one bunch, so it helps a lot. Can we provide email course copywriting as a service? See, nobody cares about email courses. See, what people care about is like, can you make my emails work? How do you make people's emails work is by writing great content, providing a lot of value in those emails, or you can like create some sort of a lead magnet that can be presented as an email course. There are like multiple ways. Like for example, the same thing, right? If you pitch somebody like, hey, we do video ads for Facebook, nobody is going to give you money because they don't care. They just want Facebook to give them good leads or good sales, right? So you have to go ahead and go with multiple strategies: image ads, video ads with a little bit of tweak, and see which one works. The same way emails work, right? People want another traffic source for themselves. That ads are getting expensive, SEO is too long term, social media I can't dance. I just need somebody to give me another source of leads to my particular funnel. That's why email comes. And how you do it, you need like multiple strategies, test multiple things, see which one works. You get my point, Shivan? Jan, I want to know your perspective on why people are not after email marketing. Maximum freelancers are offering Facebook ad, website development. I mean, it's a good thing for me as an email marketer. Well, it's not sexy. You know, email marketing is not sexy. It makes a lot of money. In fact, with Alpha Club alone, we made like 3 crores with just emails. We did not even run ads up till 3 years. And I don't know why people still don't see the value in emails. And the conclusion that I personally came to is that like Facebook ads is super sexy, and everybody has like glorified Facebook ads so much that, hey, if you learn Facebook ad, you'll get a lot of things. And also email marketing is not easy. And I would say very confidently, Facebook ads you can learn in a day or two. But in terms of technicalities, it's easier than Facebook ads. But email marketing needs a lot of copywriting brain. And I tell you this, not a lot of people are good copywriters. And when you tell them to, hey, you know what, you need to learn copywriting, sabki pad jati hai wahan pe. And they're like, you know what, I'm good with the Facebook ad thing. And I'm good with the designing thing. I can't write copies here. And I think that's like the biggest bottleneck between people becoming an email expert versus anyone else. Awesome, thanks a lot, man. Email marketing consultant daily basis program, yes or no? I didn't get you. Can you explain that question, Ravi? Hey, thanks a lot, man, Davik. Timings of the program, I don't know yet. August 3, so we are starting. We'll figure out a timing. Maybe Deepak will let you know more about that. Thank you very much, sir. Bye. Okay, I didn't get the question though, but yeah, weekly live class. Yeah. So we thought we would like record things and sell. Then we are like, you know what? DDIP, when we relaunched the micro internship, we realized live classes are something that people prefer. I think all of you like live classes, right? Like this, instead of like recording something where you can't interact with me, ask doubts. A live class, adds that zing to it and makes it like so much more better. And you can just directly ask any question and get a response right there. And I think that's where cohort-based live classes are always good. Can you send me a link for email marketing intensive? Uh, well, yeah. How many of you would love me to share like the email marketing intensive, program fees? I mean, pretty much that. If you want the details, it's a live cohort of 2 months starting from August 3rd, and here we'll be basically unveiling our entire copywriting game. That would mean, even the cold email framework, the email copywriting playbook, and this is like the copywriting side of things. What this is the entire playbook that our entire company uses, and just like I showed you, welcome emails, we got webinar emails, all sorts of those emails, and on top of it, how exactly to deploy this thing. So learning active campaigns, ConvertKit. I use a tool called Flowdesk. It's like the most cheapest tool in the world. Like for a list size of 30,000, I'll show you. Let's say ConvertKit. I'll show the pricing. If I put it to like 25, they charge like some $12,000 a month. I use a separate tool that just cost me like $19. That's all for my entire life. And I feel like, this is a pretty cool tool. I might teach you that as well. Deepak is also there. I always think if I provide email copywriting service, my client will be like, I need to bring me email subscribers. Would you also run a landing page? You normally don't even work with clients who don't have email subscribers. We go for clients who are running ads, and if they're running ads, they definitely have email subscribers or a database somewhere. Yeah, taught by both of us. It offers all the tools like sequence, liquid. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. How many of you would love it if I share the link? Put link in the chat box. I'll share away the link. Awesome. So let me find the link to first. I don't know. Yeah, got it. So here's the link to email marketing intensive. Hi Jayant, how can I subscribe to your newsletters? I'll send you the link. It's usually in my LinkedIn. If you go here, it's like there is a free course here that you can subscribe to, 30-day sales. So just sign up to that and we'll go. We'll have once in a week session. This will be like a value plus Q&A in a single session, just like Freelance Fridays. That's pretty much how this works. Yeah. The only two the only two guys who look awesome in beard are you and Virat Kohli. How to get it? Okay, cool. I don't know. I'll ask my father, and he needs to ask his father, and his father is not alive. So yeah, that's there. Anywho, so that's pretty good. Anything else, guys? Should we call it a night? Oh, hey, Vavik got married 2 months ago as well. Nice. Welcome to the gang. Yeah. Yeah, that's there. Cool, guys. Chalo then. Bye bye. Had a nice evening with you and have a good night. Bye bye.